So, do you make the honey simple syrup?
Yes, ma'am. So the honey simple syrup, it can usually last about 2 to 3.
You comfortable? Are you going to sleep? No. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alice.
And I'm Lowell.
You had to think about who you were?
Yes.
You drunk?
No.
Oh. So tonight we just came from a cocktail making class and dinner at Millhouse Kitchen and Bar in Columbus, Georgia. It's our second time eating at Millhouse. We did go there a few months ago for a date night, but got an email last month that they were having a cocktail making class. They were going to teach you how to make 3 cocktails and serve appetizers. It was $45 per person, so we decided to go. And we just got back and we thought while it was fresh on our mind, we would do a review. So we'll do the class first and then dinner second. So, how do you want to do the review? You want to do pros and cons, or you just want to talk about it?
You can do pros and cons. One of the cons immediately was the fact that we had to check in. I didn't understand why we needed to actually check in, and the line was very long. Anywhere between 6 to 10 people waiting.
Yeah, that was frustrating for me too. I would say that was a con.
Yeah.
So basically, Millhouse has you walk in, there's a main dining room. The cocktail class was downstairs, which I didn't know they had it downstairs. It's a downstairs room, maybe something they use for I would say they use it for private parties, because it had a bar, but it didn't have anyway, I would assume, and they had a bathroom, so they use it for something, but it was a downstairs, maybe an overflow area. Walked downstairs, directly across was the bar, and there was a long line, and it was a check-in. And I thought check-in meant, what's your name, check it off. But he was actually ringing all this stuff up into computer. He was putting codes in, and
yeah.
it was weird. And he gave us a receipt. We had to sign a receipt, and we had already paid. It was just a strange way to get things started. And I felt like that took about the first 20 minutes of the class, just getting everybody, because we got there right at 6. So it was, yeah. I agree. So I'll go next. Another one of my cons was the area that they housed it in. It was sold out. I don't know how many people they had a space for, but it was too small for the number of people that they had. That was one of my cons. So I think they oversold it. Maybe it was 40 people down there, and it probably should have been about 25, because they didn't have enough tables, and they had enough chairs. They didn't have enough tables for everybody, because we ended up sitting with another group. This was just us two, which was kind of awkward at first. Us just joining a table of other people. And then there were some people on the back wall that were just sitting in chairs and didn't have a table.
Yeah.
So that was one of my cons. Anything else you didn't like about it?
Well, I actually, you and I both talked about the fact that we thought that we'd be making the drinks.
Oh, yeah, that was I think everybody in the building was bamboozled. So we thought we were going to be in a class where we were going to have our own setup, where we would be making these drinks. But it was more along the lines of, I would say, a demonstration.
Yeah.
It was more like a demonstration. So, well, it was a demonstration. They had 3 small tables set up with a bartender at each table with all the ingredients and glasses at each table. And we literally just...
Come on, girl. Rosemary syrup. We use fresh squeezed lime juice. And
and we use fresh squeezed grapefruit juice and club soda. It does come with salt, but however, if you don't want it with salt, we can do it that way. So I do have one ready. We'll just go around here and start. Would you like it with or without salt?
They use bitters, which were originally created for digestive by a doctor, and he went down to his local bar, which happens to be in New York City. He was like, "Just make a bunch of cocktails." And Mr. Pepper came up with this recipe.
Has a little sweetness to it. It brings out the juniper berries in that, as well as a fig infused, and they also have a plum infused gin too. That's actually really good too. So this cocktail is going to use 2 ounces of gin, 3/4 of lemon, and a half an ounce of honey. We use honey simple syrup just to thin out the thickness of the honey, because sometimes when you're mixing honey and a mixing glass like this, the ice can just.
Watch them make the drinks, which, I mean, it was still a learning experience, but it was not what we expected. And I guess when I went back and read it, it could go either way, because it says you will learn how to make craft cocktails. It didn't say you would make them, but it also didn't say you would be watching. So I guess, but everybody that we talked to there said the same thing.
Yeah.
They thought we would be making them. So the cocktails we make, and they did give us this cool, I don't know, little thing to take home. We made a old-fashioned, a Paloma, and, well, we didn't make. We drank and watched them make old-fashioned, Paloma, and a bee's knees. They were all pretty good, so.
Yeah.
It's the medicine one.
What's the name of that one again?
Angostura. Yep, that's the
What do you think?
bitter.
It's on your
Personally, it's a little hard for me.
Any pros to the cocktail making class? Anything you really liked? Oh, I'll say another con for me, and I'll just say this quickly, was it came with appetizer. There were 2 appetizers. There were chicken wings and some kind of corn fritter, and they were not great. They were not great. They were a little overcooked. They ran out of food initially, and they had to bring back some more food. So, yeah. I mean, the wings, they were okay. I just think they were overcooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the little fritters were definitely burnt and overcooked. So, But pros for me would be the drinks were actually really good. My favorite was the Paloma. It's made with Reposado, which is a tequila, grapefruit juice, lime juice, rosemary, thyme, simple syrup, and then club soda. It's really good. It was really pretty. It was my favorite. What was your favorite?
Probably the same.
Paloma. Second place to me was the Old Fashioned. Old Fashioned is just, they use Kentucky vintage bourbon and Angostura bitters. I don't know how to say that. And then orange bitters, a sugar cube, and an orange twist. So it's really just alcohol in that one. So, but I liked it better than the Bee's Knees, which is gin, lemon juice, honey simple syrup. And that's all it was in that one. I'm not a big gin, but they were all pretty good cocktails.
Yeah.
I think some of the alcohol choices weren't great because Lowell's an old-fashioned drinker, and I don't think he liked the bourbon in that one. And when you make an old-fashioned, like, I think it has to be really good bourbon because that's all that's in there. So,
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. Did see some people that we knew there, so that was cool. And then everybody seemed to just chat and have a good time. So it was a good time. I would prefer to have at least made one cocktail on my own, because I can see how executing that would be difficult with 40 people, because you would need 40 shakers and so, but maybe just let you pick the one that you want to make off the list, and everybody make that one for yourself, and then I don't know, but I think it just could have been executed better. But overall,
yeah,
for $45, it wasn't a bad night. It wasn't bad experience wise. So then after the cocktail class, we were starving, so we went upstairs to the restaurant and we had dinner. So let's talk about Millhouse Kitchen and Bar. What are some things about it that maybe you aren't crazy about?
I don't think I had a bunch of cons.
That's good.
As far as the upstairs.
Yeah.
Part of it. Service was pretty good.
Yeah. I think for me the service seemed a little bit slow. And that may have been because it's a weeknight and maybe it was late and I was just ready to kind of start getting ready to go home. And it wasn't a lot of people in there. So our waitress had 3 tables. And there was only 4 tables in there that were busy.
Yeah.
So I just felt like it took her a while to come and take our order. But I don't know. Maybe I was just impatient. But she was very nice. The restaurant is beautiful. It's an old mill, and I'll have to look up what kind of mill it is, but even in the restaurant, the mill is still there. They built the restaurant around it, so you still see, like, what are those things called? Gears, I guess. The gears, I guess the grinders and things, you can still see those. Really see it when you go downstairs, but upstairs you can see it. The bar is beautiful. Exposed brick walls all the way around, lots of windows, beautiful, interesting light fixtures, hardwood floors. It smelled good in there. The bar was just like a big, beautiful piece of, like a big armoire is what the bar looked like to me. It's really nice though. What do you think about the food? He had a chicken dish with the side.
Organic chicken breast. It was pretty good.
And the way the menu is, you order your meat as your main, and then it's a la carte. So you don't get like, oh, it's chicken paired with whatever. It's like chicken breast and the sauce, and then you order your sides a la carte. So it's really good for sharing. If you don't have a big appetite, it's a really good place for sharing. I wasn't that hungry. So you got chicken breast and scallop potatoes, which were really good. And then I just got the wedge salad, which was, of course, iceberg wedge, with chickpeas, sun-dried tomatoes, olives, what else? Boiled egg. Came with onion, but I removed the onion. Croutons. And then it had a jalapeno ranch dressing and like a Stilton, like a blue cheese. The blue cheese was really, really blue cheesing. Like, it was a little bit much for me. It was a little too strong for me. It was good, but it was just really, really strong. And the jalapeno ranch was good and spicy. So, but it was good overall. And then for dessert, we shared the peach cobbler. It was okay. It wasn't very sweet. The crust wasn't. It was. I wouldn't order it again. I ate it, but I wouldn't order it again. So, well, you ate a lot. I wouldn't order it again.
No.
I think the first time we went, I got the banana pudding, and I wouldn't order that again either. Not traditional Southern desserts like I would think of banana pudding and peach cobbler, but overall it was really good. Like I said, we would definitely go back. Probably not my top restaurant in town, but different and good and nice. I like it. Anything. So
yeah.
So this is our first cocktail making class. I don't know how we would rate it. How would you rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Probably a 6.
Yeah. This is our first class, and because it was fun, even though it wasn't what I expected, I think I would give it I was thinking like a 7. And only because the drinks that they chose initially when I was looking at them, I didn't think I was going to like them. But they were actually really good and well made. So I'll give it a 7. Restaurant, and based it on the 2 times we went. The first time we went, I got a pork shank. And what did you get? Do you even remember?
No.
You don't remember? Wait. But it was really good. It was really good. We just sat in the sunroom part of the restaurant, and it was, 1, extremely loud in there, and 2, it was bright. The sun was shining right on us. It was so bright in there.
Yeah.
So it got warm, but I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this restaurant, I would give it a 7. What would you give it?
Yeah, probably a 7.
Probably a 7. So that is our little pillow talk review of Millhouse Kitchen and Bar, along with their, I think it's their first cocktail tasting class. So, any final thoughts? No. Now you normally rate the old fashioned, so talk about the old fashioned here.
The old fashioned,
because that's something you have been rating around town.
Yeah, this old fashioned would probably be a 5. Because the liquor was very harsh. The actual bourbon was very harsh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they used top shelf alcohol. I know they didn't. Because the gin was, it's called 229 gin. And when he said 229, I was like, hey, that is my area code. I'm from South Georgia. And we found out that it was made actually in Arlington, Georgia at Steel Pond Winery. So, not bad gin, but probably not top shelf. So I'm sure the tequila, which was a Cosme Reposado, and then the bourbon was Kentucky Vintage Bourbon. They're probably like mid-level liquors or whatever. But anyway. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. And we will see you for our next review. Good night. Can you say something? Peace. I'm cutting you out.